A little insight. Actually, I saw Olandria a couple days ago in LA. We were at this event, and there was a topic that came up about collaboration and the art of collaboration. And while one person said that they love to collaborate, they love to work with others, they love to work with their friends, right? Another panelist said, absolutely not. Like, you have to be able to grind on your own and figure it out and be your own boss and be your own person. And I never got your insight on that. So I know I'm throwing this one at you, but what are your thoughts on that?
I kind of agree with both. I really feel like, especially for rooms for minorities that was designed and not necessarily with us in mind, we kind of have to collaborate and work together to amplify our voices. Because sometimes your one voice is just not enough. Transparently, it's not. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all know how the world is built, and it's not always built with us in mind. You know exactly what I'm referring to when I say us. So I really encourage you guys to work together, collaborate to amplify your message, to get your message across. Sometimes they don't have no choice but to hear you then, right? And sometimes you have situations where you're not necessarily in a position to collaborate, and you got to stand on your own and do what you got to do. And I found myself in many positions like that. Like, you know what, I'm up here by myself. I thought I had friends. I thought I had this. I thought I had that. But you know what? It's just me. And sometimes that's all you need in the end is just you. Just you and the dream. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to have. So I kind of agree with both, honestly.
You know what? It's funny. When I think about the term booked and busy and I close my eyes, when I tell you that Olandria's face just pops up, because I've never seen someone kill the game the way that this woman has been doing it. Okay, so let's...
Microsoft, for example, one of my favorite partnerships. One of the very first things that I did with Microsoft was went to my partnership that allows me to really shine the light on things that matters to me. And this seems more personal to me, you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of you can see if I'm just doing things for money grabs. The message still remain the same. What I've been standing for since the very beginning of time is still the same things I stand for now.
Into your next move, because I feel like you're like one step ahead of everybody and just keep pushing. And it's something that not everyone is doing. So I'm wondering how you're doing that.
I think it's the fear of losing it all, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not scared to say I'm nervous or I'm scared at times. Imagine having to come out of a villa and having to put your 9 to 5. That was a guaranteed paycheck. I was getting every 2 weeks, child. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. So, the moment that I had to make that call to my general manager that I cannot return to work, the pressure set in. And I was like, you know what? I have to bet on myself. I can't be scared. I have to bet on myself. And every single move that I make has to count. Because at this point, I'm living off of my savings from my job. I don't know how I'm going to get my next dollar. So I have to make sure whatever my strategic plan is, whatever my message is, I want it to continue to stay. Because at this point, I want to build a brand. I don't want to just put out content just for the sake of it, for you guys to watch it. I want to build a brand. I want my message to be very, very clear. That's exactly why my very first event that I did, I went back to my school. I started pushing education. And I'm here today still pushing education. So I'm making education a part of my brand, and that's just one of many parts of my brand, right? I wanted to make sure every single step that I took made sense, not only to me, but for y'all as well. Because y'all can be able to tell I'm just doing money, but I'm like, girl, you get money. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sense. When you see me doing things, like, you know what? Oh, I'm making a connection. This makes sense for her. Like, I'm gonna tell the Barbie thing. And my Barbie, oh, that makes sense. Partnership with Microsoft, school laptops and things like that. It all makes sense. You know what I mean? It's a part of my brand. So when I got out, I was like, you know what? I have to quit the job, have to better myself, I have to make this count. I was like, I'm gonna be here for a long time, so I need to make sure I'm building a community and doing it right. So regardless of how, I'm getting bigger every single day, but the message is still gonna stay the same. Olandria Lachey still gonna be Olandria Lachey. Ain't no changing that, so.
Okay, and my last question is one thing that you have coming up that nobody else knows about.
Y'all figure it out. Y'all have to stay tuned. Y'all know me. Girl, I want to tell y'all, but y'all tell too much. I don't know. Y'all figure stuff out too much. But just know y'all gonna be real excited, really excited. So yeah, stay tuned.
I love it. I love it.
That is Olandria getting to advise the creators, the collaboration in the brand. So definitely such a great opportunity to have a good moment from Olandria sharing such beautiful advice.